Charlamagne, you called your meaning divine, and Anita, you said it was magical. Why did those words and feelings transpire?
Absolutely. So when I wrote the book, I had this time, it was during 2020, right, when I finished it. And there were so many things going on in the world. And I was like, you know what, it's time for this book to come out. And then my best friend, Yadi, said, you know what, I'm going to go to the ocean. And she's like, I'm going to ask Yemeya, who is the main character of the book, who is also a goddess, who is a black mermaid.
Yes.
And she's like, I'm going to ask what you need to do with this book. So she went and she heard, you need to give it to Charlamagne.
Wow.
Yes. And so she did. And 2 days later, he called me and he was like, do not sign with anyone else. I'm putting this book out.
Yep. Anita, what was your inspiration for this book?
Okay. So first of all, I have to say, before I say the exact inspiration, that growing up, you played such a huge part in my development.
I did?
Yes, you did. And because as a magical child, that's how I call myself, because I could see things before they happened. I would see spirits within my family. Everyone knew when someone was pregnant. And so when I saw Firestarter, I felt like I was seen, I was heard. I'm trying not to cry right now because you played such a huge part in the development of my magical gifts.
Wow.
And so I think for a lot of people, because I've had this conversation with a lot of people, and what is really amazing about that is how fiction stories can come in and bring real healing, right, in reality. And so that's what Shallow Waters does. And I've brought in Yemeya, who is an Orisha. She is a Yoruba goddess, the goddess of the ocean. She is a mermaid. She was said to have watched over our ancestors as they went over the Middle Passage. And when I was like, okay, there was a black mermaid that watched over my people as they came over, you know, they not necessarily, like, so she would watch over the ones that either were thrown over or fell overboard, and also our ancestors' souls who made it, so that we can be sitting here right now having this conversation.
Well, we all need more optimism in our lives, so Charlamagne and Anita are going to share some of their secrets to creating positive energy. Charlamagne, what's your ultimate tip for bringing good vibes?
Be a blessing to other people. Like, I always feel like, you know, regardless of how you're feeling that day, if you do a good deed for someone, like a genuine good deed, just because, I think it automatically will make you feel better. That's genuinely what gets me off.
And Anita, you have a small exercise that people can do?
Yes, I do.
Are we about to reach for the ceiling?
Yes, we are. So this is an amazing exercise called the Yes Breath that I learned from my Tantra coach, who her name is Sam Isadora. She's now passed and is in the ethers. But it is an amazing breath that we can all use if we're ever going to an interview or something where you want more energy. It will bring the energy into you. And so everyone, if we can all stand up to do this.
All right, let's try this. I'm in.
And what we're going to do is we're going to place our hands up in the air, and you're going to imagine an intention, right? An intention that you want in your life. Imagine that it's right up there on the ceiling, and you could bring it down into your body by bringing your arms down and saying yes, right? And we're going to yell it out loud so that our ancestors hear, so that God hears, so that all the spirits hear. And ready?
Yes. Oh, I mean,
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Yes! Yes! Yes! Yes! Yes! Keep those hands up. Feel that energy that you just made in your body. Woo. Bring your energy down. And say thank you for yourself for taking this moment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anita.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that beautiful ritual.
Thank you.
And make sure you go get Shallow Waters by Anita Kopacz. First time I read it, I said to myself, I had to let my daughter read this because it truly is like a healing, journey, especially for young girls. So please, make sure you go get Shallow Waters. Nice stocking stuffer.
Yes. All right. Don't forget to catch The God's Honest Truth with Charlamagne the God Fridays on Comedy Central 10, 9 Central. And you can get your copy of Shallow Waters on sale right now.